Yeah. My name's Todd Bullis, Todd Bullis.
Okay, and Todd, who are you representing today?
Well, I'm just a Christian. We work to, follow the gospel of Jesus Christ. We abolish human abortion is what we are working to do as being Christians. So there's no organization. We're just Christians.
Okay, I thought I saw it says something about Abolitionist of Abortion Little Elm. Is that
Abolitionist Society of Little Elm.
Society of Little Elm.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that the name of your group?
Well, we're a society, but we're not like a 501c3, or we're not an association.
So you're
we're not
officially
an organization.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So just explain what you guys have been doing out here in front of Reedy.
Well, Matt and I have just been trying to expose the evil in Texas. There's over 13,000 kids in foster care right now waiting to be adopted. There's over 70,000 abortions every year, one way or another in Texas. Number one cause of death. So we're just trying to shine light on how bad it is. There's over 30,000 churches here in Texas, over 70,000 pastors, and nobody's really opposing child sacrifice in our land, and that's how we see it.
So we're actually out here. We had calls, emails from parents really concerned about the graphic nature of the pictures, and that you guys are here in front of a school, and it's a high school, a daycare, an elementary school right down the street. What would you say to those parents who aren't comfortable with pictures that graphic in nature?
Well, they really want to keep abortion hidden, and we really want to expose it for what it is. People care about the graphic nature of the images, but they don't care about these children being murdered. These children don't have a voice. We're trying to give them a voice. We're trying to let them reach out. And when these children, these kids that have been sacrificed, reach out, it causes people to be upset. People who have had abortions, people who have been apathetic towards it.
Is a high school, between a high school and a daycare and an elementary school down the street, is this the right location for that message and those pictures when there are so many young children?
Yeah, definitely. We hope that the children won't grow up to be apathetic and complacent like their parents. Because when kids see this, they absolutely disagree with abortion. They absolutely disagree with killing babies. Kids are on our side. And when they ask their parents, why do they do nothing about this? Or why is this going on? Is this true? Is this really happening? Parents get upset because they don't want to deal with those questions. They don't. Well, it's the number one cause of death in Texas. So.
Well, and that was, you touched on a point there, because one of the moms that we talked to said, this isn't, her daughter's 13, she's taking her to middle school, and the daughter asked that question, what is abortion, after seeing the sign, and the mom said, that was not a conversation that I wanted to have with my daughter at that point in time. And so she felt like this topic was kind of being forced on her, and it wasn't the time or the place of her choosing as a parent that she wanted to have that discussion.
Right. So if parents want to be the first ones to talk to their kids about abortion, about child sacrifice in Texas, they better do it now, because we're going to show up at all the high schools around Texas. We're showing up in town squares. We're showing up in front of churches. And we're saying this is what, as a community, we're okay with. We're complacent with. We don't care. So we're going to expose it. So if parents really are concerned that they're not the first ones to talk to their kids about it, they should do it today. And we know 11-year-olds that have abortions. This school right here, without the parents' knowledge, can take their kids down and have abortions. If the nurse or the principal brings them to a judge that'll sign a release, they can go have an abortion and the parents not even know about it. So, these kids are being murdered and nobody cares.
So I'm voicing the concern of the parent here. That parent would say, well, why not? And she believes in free speech and doesn't necessarily disagree with the message, just saying, maybe this isn't the right place for it. So why not take the message and the signs to maybe another street corner, not by a school or a daycare?
Well, because if you spend enough time out in front of the abortion clinics, what you end up seeing is high school students,
middle school students,
and middle school students having abortions. And it's sad. And you can't talk them out of them, because at that point their parents are okay with it. The boyfriends are okay with it. Everybody's okay with it. And they go by the thousands and murder their children. So when we come out here, we actually have girls say, I'm not going to do that. I had a girl from Little Elm High School that said 2 of her friends were pregnant and they're not going to have abortions now. They weren't going to have them. So we go to the high schools because it's the front line. the abortion clinic's the last one.
And is this political at all? Are you guys doing this? I know this isn't a polling location, so I don't think you're trying to necessarily reach voters here that are in the act of voting, but is this a political statement that's timed to the election?
Not at all. I've been doing this since 2009. So murdering children isn't a political issue. It's not about politics. It's about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It's a constitutional right. Our governor should be arrested for not arresting these abortion clinics. He should be tried for murder, for complacency. Our Supreme Court justices should all be arrested, and they should be tried and found guilty. They should be hung. It's ridiculous. And our nation is okay with all these babies being killed. The number one cause of death. All good men are being complacent, and they're not doing anything about it. It's time for Christians to stand up, do what's right. It's ridiculous, you know. And we're nonviolent. We don't break the law. We stay within the law. But we're just trying to wake people up to say that just like slavery, it's wrong to own a man. It's wrong to beat him. It's wrong to be able to legally kill him. We shouldn't be able to do it. And just because Supreme Court justices say it's okay, doesn't mean it's okay. They're wrong. Nobody should be murdered.
One question. Oh, how long will you guys be out here? What's the time frame and the plan for this area?
Well, what we do, Matt lives here in Frisco, I live here in Little Elm, so we're just spending our time in our town. You know, we're responsible for our area, so we're going to do this forever until we go somewhere else. But, you know, we do different high schools, so I think tomorrow's our last day out here. It's been 3 weeks out here at this high school. We'll move to another high school. And,
somewhere in the area?
Yeah, somewhere in the area.
Okay, and it's usually you two, or how big is your group?
Well, what was it? 5 years ago, there was one Abolitionist society. Now I think there's 150 throughout the United States and Canada.
Okay.
So Abolitionist Christians are standing up and exposing and opposing this evil. And we're not pro-life. We believe pro-life is wrong. It's a bunch of compromisers. And
so what do you call yourself?
we're abolitionists.
That is the statement. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. We can do cutaways. I think we're good at that. And I apologize. I think, did we get everything? I feel like we hit all
We
the
miss anything?
major stuff. Is there anything that we missed? He's got to get a couple of shots now of us talking. And I'm not trying to rush through it, but
Yeah,
I'm trying to make deadlines. So
In
I'm also
Texas,
a little
literally,
nervous
there's
about that.
13,000 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted.
Yeah.
30,000 churches. Everybody's ignoring them. They age out.
So, and you answered the question, I think, in one of your responses, but the mom said, why not just go to the clinics or to the doctor's offices or where this is actually happening and
Right.
make the statement?
That's why it's called Project Frontlines.
Yeah.
These are the front lines here. This is where you get them. Like he said, when they get to the clinic, they're set to kill. They're ready to kill. They're determined to kill. Here, we're trying to reach them before they get to that point.
So, and this is obviously a cause you're very passionate about. It sounds like you spend a lot of time
Well,
different schools.
we just-
But you're a dad. What's the personal story here?
Well, I just want to bring glory to God. I just want to follow Christ, you know. So he says to hold back those that are being led to slaughter. True religion in James 1:27 says, take care of widows and orphans in their time of need and keep oneself spotless in the world. So, in Texas, the Bible Belt, Texas is one of the worst states in our land. It's horrible how many churches there are, how many pastors there are, and how we treat orphans. We have tract mansions all over the place, but we have an extreme amount of orphans. Because you know what the Christians want to do is they want a IVF, or they want a baby out of China or out of Korea or out of Russia. That's what they want. So they'll pay $30 grand for those. But these kids, we got 5 of them in there we adopted. They age out. Nobody
So are
wants
your
them.
kids adopted?
Yeah, well, we have my wife and I have 9 kids. 6 of them were foster kids that we adopted. The other 3 we had.
And so was the cop here yesterday. He aged out.
Yeah, one of the cops aged out. But
So you have 9 kids, 3 birth, 6. Did I get that right?
Yeah, 2 sibling groups with 3. If you want to just see that, you know what? They're valuable kids. They're in the car if you want to meet them.
I'm sorry. We're literally in a rush to try to squeeze this in so we get both sides of the story. I think we're okay, and I can include. I'll include the information certainly.
Yeah.
So let me just make sure I got it right. So 9 kids, and tell me the breakdown again.
2 sibling groups of 3 foster kids that we adopted. Chloe,
Okay, so that's
bring everybody here.
6, and you've got then the 3 biological.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so
And you guys are out here like 8 a.m. usually.
8 to 9.
8 to 9.
Unless like somebody comes and sits down and talks with us, then we'll spend time with them. There's Logan. Hurry up! One of them's 13 and he's still not home from school yet. It's Aiden. He's like Jim Carrey. Chloe, she's like a real good troublemaker.
I thought I was in trouble.
So 2 of them, I mean 3 of them, these 3 were from, and these 3, him, the older brother's not here. They're Spanish, I think, from Texas. From Texas. So we had like a culture clash at first, because some of them were very prejudiced, but it's not an issue now.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for being so patient. I appreciate it. Can I get a quick picture of
Yeah.
everyone together real quick?
This is Uncle Matt.
Matt.
Here, get in the front. They're gonna think we're a gay couple, Matt.
You made me laugh.
Okay, I gotta run in there and finish working. So we'll be on at 5 and 6.
Okay.
You can, yes, you're gonna say thank you.
Chloe,
Matt.
don't run in the parking lot. Look at the car.
Thanks guys, be careful.
This is Fox.
Fox, yeah, I'm Fox 4. So channel 4, 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock will be the shorter version, 6 o'clock will be the longer version.
Look what you did to my son.
Uh-oh.
Actually, I think it was your son. Thank you, man.
Thank
God
you.
bless you. Thank you for the coverage.
Can we get some frosting?
Oh, was that your best number?
Yeah, the 805,
The number that I
404.
called? If
Yeah.
there's any sort of follow-up at any point or whatever, that's...
Yeah, I mean, if there's any way we can spread the message on the foster kids in Texas, you know, because they age out.